The NCAA transfer portal, man. NCAA transfer portal. Okay.
And
This stuff has got to stop. Some of this stuff has got to stop. It is out of control.
right.
From when they let you get in, when the season's over, before bowl games, they got to stop. The NCAA at some point has to step in, which I think that's what they want to do, is be the saving grace and save the day. But this stuff is absolutely insane.
No, I mean, the days that we played, it was so hard to get a medical red shirt, and I'm glad these
Yes.
kids are getting extra years and getting to play and live out their dream as long as possible. But this is insane when you can leave, and how can you evaluate a coach when he doesn't even know what his roster is going to look like next year? Like, there's got to be some commitment. I mean, the turnover. If they turned over my sales guys, that often, I couldn't count on what I was going to do. So how do you grade the coach on his performance when he doesn't know who he's going to get, what he needs to go get? Just how long can you hold on to him with NIL money or primetime tweets?
Here we go with the prom stuff. It's just
No, I got you.
let the man breathe. Let the man breathe.
Yeah, let the
But the
Goon Squad. What
transfer,
do they? Do they have an over under on Prime winning 6 games? He's raiding the portal, so if the portal works, he's gonna have a winning season, right?
Living Water still got some eligibility left. We at some point we got to get back to make sense stuff. The first part of the transfer portal, stop letting kids transfer, especially in football, right after the regular season is over. That way you're making bowl games irrelevant now. It's already become irrelevant because of the playoff, but it becomes even more irrelevant when 25 to 35% of rosters aren't even available because they're in a transfer portal. So at some point, NCAA, do your job, do something that makes sense. So it's just crazy that we can't get it right. It's just crazy that they just cannot get it right. Good statement here by my man Matt Hasselbring. Kids deserve to get paid for their talents, but something has to change for the betterment of the schools and coaches. That's why Saban left. It's too much work now. Well, I agree with all of that, but the last part, too much work. Everybody that I know works 12 months a year, unless you're a teacher, but they don't really pay teachers for, like they should pay teachers. So teachers are some of the most underpaid people in the world. I mean, just period, point blank. So I agree with all of that. But when your salary is $8 to $9 million a year, you can work 12 months. You can do it. I don't feel sorry for any coach because they have to go out and earn a living of making 8 to 9 million bucks a year, and you're required to work 12 months. I don't feel sorry for you. I just don't. So I get all of that. It has become harder for coaches because they're constantly having to recruit their players, uh, you know, all year round, their current squad, which makes it more difficult. But you know what? We just finished talking about kids and not being fair. So adults, it's not fair. Life ain't fair. Oh, woe is me. You made $9 million and you had to recruit your team again this year. Ooh. Okay. I don't feel sorry. I don't feel anything for them. I don't. Yes, it's harder. I get it, but you're compensated very, very well. And by the way, you didn't just start getting compensated very well for what you're having to do. You were compensated a long time ago for a lot of this stuff. Very well compensated. And you didn't have to work 12 years or 12 months out of the year. Now you do. Whoop-de-doo. Earn the living. It is what it is. That's just my point of view on it. I have no sympathy for that, but they do got to change the transfer portal. It's becoming a joke, and college football is starting to become unwatchable. I think college football is starting to become unwatchable because of the transfer portal. It's just insane. Bowl season used to be one of the most fun times of the year that people would watch bowl season games coming on at 11 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday after Christmas, and we would watch. We were supposed to be working, but we would watch, or you'd take that lunch, that hour and a half to 2 hour lunch to go watch a bowl game at some sports bar, come back to your workplace buzzed. We all did it. Stop lying. You did it. I did it. Everybody did. You're not doing that now because you don't care enough. I don't care enough. Even if my school's playing, I'm like, I'll watch it on my phone. I'm not going to do this because they don't have, if they're not going to invest enough, then why should I invest enough? You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. I love the transfer portal. I love NIL. I love everything that it can do for you as a student athlete. I believe in it, but they got to fix it. Just like anything, everything can be tuned up, just like a car. You buy a car, you don't just say, okay, here's your car, no maintenance until you buy another one. 100,000 miles, zero maintenance. That's not how that works. That is not how that works. You got to have some maintenance on some stuff. And the transfer portal is another thing. CC, you're back. What's going on, man? We just been burying this transfer portal, just
Yeah,
talking about it. But go ahead.
comments. You're absolutely right. These guys 9 years playing. Jackson had a good one. Like, hey, you got six to play four. There's got to be some consistency of it. There's some people saying how long will it last? Not long like this, right? The
Yeah.
big money schools, they want to see some consistency of performance, right? Can we be honest? The big money schools want to be able to know that they've got the Heisman candidate and he's not going to get suckered away last minute. So you'll see the SEC schools and the traditional Power Fives start to rebel against this shenanigans soon.
Yeah. And you're exactly right. And plus, it's become so money driven. Like
Yeah,
they're going to this playoff, which I think the playoff is great, but they're going to designate 7 of those spots to go to Big Ten and SEC schools every single year. And it shouldn't. It absolutely shouldn't. But because it's money driven, ESPN has
right,
not kind of, they've
right.
hijacked the playoff. I mean, they hijacked it now. I mean, there's absolutely no justification for putting in Alabama and Texas in this playoff over Florida State. There is no justification for that.